Got Bradley Beal. Rui Hachimura is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Matthews in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid make up the front court. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle, and it's Green in at the small forward. Now Simmons. On the wing, Green. Pass to Embiid. Harris outside. Just 4 to shoot. Embiid. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now here's Westbrook. That one goes. Count it.
High percentage look right off the bat.
About a minute into this first quarter.
Hey, there is no denying, B.A., that Joel Embiid is the embodiment of the 76ers. As a matter of fact, the man's name is The Process, for crying out loud. I mean, he's all in on this team, and the city is all in with him. They love his personality, and his talent is unquestioned.
Now here's Beal. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
You know, when you're open on Westbrook's team, he makes sure to find you. He's a selfless distributor.
To the inside. Here's Green. Yep, that one goes. Well, Clark, it's a bit of a love-hate relationship now with Embiid in Philadelphia.
Well, I love the young man's skill set and his personality. He's real and he's a tad raw at times, but hey, in Philly, he said he could be the hero or villain last year, and I think he just loves getting into it, engaging with folks, getting given and receiving. But deep down, I think there's tremendous respect between Embiid and the city of brotherly love.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Wizards. Simmons with it. Back to Green. 3 is up. And Russell Westbrook holds it down. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Pass to Harris. To the paint. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. To the wing, right side. That three's off the mark. The Sixers trailing. Thybulle on the wing. And another miss by Philadelphia.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Westbrook against Simmons. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
Washington has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Crafty move. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Boy, controlling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Simmons, the pass to Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Westbrook. And again, Washington, no good.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Outside, Green. Pass to Embiid. Trying to get back on track. That one a little long. The Wizards have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Three-pointer, Beal. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Harris finds Simmons. And he lobs it up top. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Westbrook outside. Wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
no defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Simmons, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Rui Hachimura.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Free throw good, Simmons.
You know, the moment everybody was waiting for with Ben Simmons happened last year. He made a few threes during games. It was a small sample size, no doubt about that, but it's what the fans wanted to see, and I like to continue to see him add that part to his game.
And both free throws good for Simmons. All right, Clark, for Simmons, a step in the right direction.
Agreed. I mean, as fantastic as he is, and believe me, he is, ball handling, passing, rebounding, speed, all of that is five-star level. But he's not a really good shooter, and that does lead to the floor being clogged up and unspaced because he's not that consistent perimeter shooter, and that can have a negative effect on his team. But he's working on it, and I think he's going to make that a strength and not a weakness going forward.
Here's Neto. Pass to Bertans. Spins. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Curry, he's checked in for the Sixers. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
I mean, perfection. That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to that shot.
Here's Bonga. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Free throw, no good.
And you know, with the young Turkish player Furkan Korkmaz, I tell you, he blossomed in his third year in the league. He showed himself to be a knockdown, dead-eye shooter already.
Here's Bonga. It's Lopez, high post. Pass to Bonga. Takes it inside. Rebound by the 76ers. With Korkmaz, Clark, he found his range. He's starting to make threes with ease nowadays.
Yeah, and you know, VA, it was a matter of him taking more of them, and the more he took, the better he looked. He provides a much-needed outside threat for this team, and I like Korkmaz. I mean, this guy has really an element that every team needs. Consistent outside shooting.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Bertans with the bucket.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
Outside Curry. Howard inside. Covered by Lopez. And there's Howard. That one's good. On the assist by Curry. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Here's Westbrook. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
You know, Westbrook's able to score from anywhere. He just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here he goes. Back to Curry. Shot is up. rebounded by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
Hey, making history is part of Russell Westbrook's DNA. Remember when he averaged a triple-double for 3 seasons in a row?
The Wizards making a switch here. Smith checked in. He's off on the second. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Hey, yo, Russell.
26 seconds left to play in the first. Going inside, kicks it out to Bertans. 6 to shoot. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Westbrook's so good at maintaining control, even though he plays at high speed and with great aggressiveness.
Outside Curry. And that does it for the first quarter. Wizards out in front, leading by 9. And back to the start of the second quarter in just in his rather large footsteps.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day, you come here, you want to make an impact and, share your story with everybody. And so he kind of pushes everybody back home in the whole continent to want to do the same thing.
Well, certainly Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the court.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that moves people.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They got him rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Harris and Embiid make up the front court. Matisse Thybulle out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he can't get the first one. Well, Grant, what's your take on the so-called pace and space style that so many teams are playing these days?
Yeah, B.A., I really like this style of play. And one, it speaks to how the game has evolved. 25 years ago, there was more physicality. The scoring was not up. The game wasn't as exciting to watch. As we fast forward to the present day, the game is exciting for the fans, and it's also exciting for the players to play. Shooting is an emphasis. It's about speed, athleticism, and a lot of fun to play and watch.
Now here's Beal. He's got 5. Westbrook outside. There's a screen. Smith right side. Back to Westbrook. Shoots over Thybulle. Westbrook with the miss. The Sixers trailing. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. I just missed it.
And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Thybulle. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. And for the Wizards, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Harris has had 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, you know, nobody really considers Tobias Harris as an elite defender, but by all accounts, he's an above-average one. Opposing teams know that he's one of the best defenders on their team.
And here's Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to drop. The Wizards with a lead. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 9. Second chance effort, and it's blocked by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out through.
They grant a 6'11" wingspan for Tobias Harris. That's a big bonus for him on defense.
It really is. I mean, you combine that with Harris's lateral quickness, and you can see the effect he has. Most people gloss over his defense with the eye test, but all the numbers say that he's very much a positive on that end of the floor.
First one falls for him. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they seem to have taken a more hands-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Matthews. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The first free throw's good. Also good, so he hits both free throws.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Embiid, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Embiid's got his second bucket on the night. For Washington, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Here's Neto. Embiid covers. And again, Washington, no good.
So, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Green. Back to Simmons. Clock at 6. Here's Thibault. Off the left rim and out.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Sixers are showing belief in their star duo of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, but at the same time, it's been a revolving door for the surrounding pieces. J.J. Redick, Robert Covington, Jimmy Butler, they've all come and gone. Guys, for their star talent to translate in the playoffs, perhaps some continuity would help.
Agreed. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Beal. He's got 5. Embiid with a nice defensive effort. And here's Simmons, out left to the wing. Puts it up. Embiid misses.
The scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Beal. The rebound by Simmons. 76ers have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Hachimura with the ball. Picked up by Embiid. Pass to Gafford. There's a screen. Charity stripe shot. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. And Embiid with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Washington calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Here's Neto. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Curry. Back to Hill. 4-3. That shot off. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Matthews. Lopez, the screen on Curry. Now here's Lopez. And it's rejected.
And this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Good.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here's Neto. Shot blocked.
That's really stellar work from him. He takes pride in his defense, a lot of pride in how he defends, especially getting to shots. His timing is really exceptional.
Outside, Hill driving to the basket. Rebound by the Wizards. Pass to Bonga. Here's Neto. Pick by Bertans. Launches a three. Howard grabs the miss. Philadelphia has gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. On the wing, Curry. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Washington with a rebound. Matthews got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Neto. Here's Bonga. Here's Neto. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Bertans. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Hits a three-pointer. Bertans has got 6 points.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Outside Curry. Unloads from 13. Rebounded by Lopez. Washington has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc in the second quarter.
That's one of the few mistakes they made this half. Turnovers haven't been an issue for them yet.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Hill. Pass to Milton. To the middle. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook outside. Throws it up high. And Milton pulls it down. Outside Curry. Another three for Philadelphia.
This is why you pay Seth Curry the big contract, the big money. His range is unlimited.
He can't get that one to fall. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3.
Thanks, guys. Well, how do you evaluate your performance so far?
I think defense is not doing pretty good.
Offensively, I still got to work on a lot of stuff. But he's going well. I just got to calm down, slow down, let the game come to me, and we'll be all good.
With patience, it'll be all good.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Bernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, it's never easy to go on the road in the NBA, no matter what the matchup is. But I think they like playing the role of the villain. Their effort has been fantastic, and they've done all that they can do to keep this crowd quiet.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the look they wanted. Playing outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
And
Boy, you gotta like what Russell Westbrook has done in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for the Wizards, Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Matthews in at the 3.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
We all know that close games can boil down to who makes a play on defense, and I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a rejection right there.
Here's Hachimura. And Embiid with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Here's Westbrook. Well, Grant, you grew up no stranger to professional sports. Now, your dad has a distinguished career as a running back. How'd that help you become an NBA player?
Well, aside from the fact that my dad told me to shoot my free throws and use the backboard, it really did help a lot, Brian. At a young age, to be around the game, in the locker room, on the sidelines, understand what it means to be a professional, how hard you have to work, the dedication, the sacrifice. Having seen that and experienced that as a child, I think really helped me understand what was necessary and what needed to happen in order to become a professional basketball.
Hey, and shout out to Calvin for sticking with the fundamentals, too.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Harris passes to Embiid. For the lead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And we know Joel Embiid knows that he's one of the best in the game. Love it when he challenges other stars and goes right at them on the floor. Embiid is a true superstar and super personality in the league.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Grant, last season, Embiid declared himself the best player in the league. Not many echoed that statement.
Yeah, B.A., most fans and pundits will disagree with Embiid. It's hard to make a case for him. But that's the mentality Embiid has to have as a superstar. So who knows? In a few years, it might be true.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Pass to Beal. Fires for 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Close game here in Philadelphia. Now Simmons. Outside Thibault. Now Embiid. shot. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Got a piece of it, and stolen by Simmons. Outside Totten. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Screen by Embiid. Simmons. That one drops 4. Simmons has got 5 points.
For Ben Simmons, his wheelhouse is in close. The closer he is, the more dangerous he is.
Here's Westbrook. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Grant Russell Westbrook. Not your prototypical pure point guard by a long shot. All right, so how do you evaluate him as a floor general?
BA, it's simply 2 words: fearless and relentless. He is a prolific playmaker. Now, throughout his career, some have questioned his decision making, but I'll take all the great things that he does on the court to help his team win over that.
No good on that one.
You know, if there's one criticism, and I think it's really unfair that's leveled at Russell Westbrook, it's his scoring efficiency or lack thereof. For his career, he's a little below average in that one category, but you go back to the shooting percentages of some of the greats in the history of the game, and they weren't uber efficient either. So I think that's a bit unfair to Russell Westbrook.
Simmons, the pass to Green. Now here's Embiid. He started closely. Off target on the 15-footer.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because he got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Pass to Beal. Back to Hachimura. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feet. Well, Clark, if there's a game plan against Westbrook, defenses want to make him a perimeter shooter.
Agreed. And yet he's refined that part of his game, but you certainly don't want him coming downhill, getting to the rack, because he is at his absolute best when he's doing that.
Washington has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. To the wing on the left. Here's Neto. No good on the triple.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Simmons, the pass to Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Westbrook with the miss.
Can't blame them. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Outside Simmons. Out to the wing. Embiid finds Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Embiid. On the attack, Simmons uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
When you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
A big group substitution here for Washington. And you obviously talk to a lot of players, Grant. Who do you just love to interview?
Well, BA, there's some great players in this league and great personalities in this league as well. And I just love how diverse and players from all over the world have come into the NBA and are part of this family. But my favorite of all time in the current league would probably be Draymond Green. Draymond Green is, first of all, he's funny, he's engaging, he's smart, he's transparent, he's so honest. And, of course, him growing up in Saginaw, Michigan, his favorite player was myself, Grant Hill, when he was a kid. So, but Draymond Green is one of my favorites to interview and just one of the great players and great guys in this league.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
And Harris drops them both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Beal, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards. We're seeing it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
He misses the free throw. Do it on the second one.
At just about 85% from the line tonight. They've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. Here's Bertans. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 15-6 run. Simmons with the bucket. Simmons has got 9.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Pass to Bowman. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw is good. And here are the 76ers. They're on a 17-7 run. Simmons, the pass to Harris. Howard, a screen. Tries again. Rebound, Washington. Beal with it. Give him 8 points now. And he drives in. And again, Washington, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this one.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
We could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the lane.
Outside Bertans. Back to Smith. 1:03 left in the third. And rejected. Here's Simmons. 2 points. That one goes. And now it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead. Washington has gotten only 1 3-pointer to fall here in the third. 5 attempts. Pass to Bowman. It's a mark. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Hill. Now, here's Howard. Here's Harris. And the layup falls. Harris has got 6 here in the quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now if they've allowed from point blank range. Can't happen.
And here's Beal.
Just 3 on the clock. The hustle from Simmons on defense is contagious. In fact, it brings